So this is a really helpful video for anyone who is a parent out there and who is struggling to keep the screen time of their kids to a minimum or control their screen time. And being a parent myself, I'm a parent of 2 kids. I know how the struggle is and how painful it is to fight with them and not allow them internet access or screen time. Being a techie, I have researched over this topic and I have adapted a few things, and it has been helpful in keeping the screen time at minimum for my kids. So I thought I will share it with you in the form of a video. So here it is. I hope this is helpful for any parent out there who is struggling with the same kind of thing. So one thing is how you can control the internet access of your kids. It was easy before the pandemic because most of them did not have their own devices or their devices did not have internet connection. But after pandemic, every kid who was going to school now was taking online classes and they had their own devices which is always connected to the internet, because when they are taking the classes they have to be connected to the internet, but after the classes they have to do their homework using the devices, so it has to be connected to the internet all the time. So you cannot just shut off the internet and say that that's it, you are not getting any internet connection. If you are still giving your own smartphones, your own devices to the kids, then it is easy to control internet usage because you are in control of your smartphone and you can ask them back. But if they have got their own devices, then it's really easy to forget that for how long they're watching. They can be in other room. My kid sometimes goes under the bed so that no one notices and he keeps watching. So how you can control that? Let me tell you. In case if you have not upgraded your routers, the modern routers these days, mesh networks, they give you the option to control internet access as to like what devices will get internet access and on what devices the internet will not be accessed. I am currently using a mesh Wi-Fi from Amplify. It has got a beautiful app that lets me create profiles for my kids. I add devices of my kids into those profiles and then I can select the time when the internet access will be given to them. This way I have some sort of control as to when they will get internet access, their devices will get internet access, and they will be able to watch videos or play multiplayer games. So this is one layer that is really helpful in controlling internet access for your kids. If you do not want to upgrade your routers, then it's fine. You can do similar kind of thing with your current routers, although it's a bit technical, so we'll not go there. I'll give you a lot more simpler version of letting you control screen time on your kids' devices using Google Family Link. It's a beautiful app that lets you control the devices, the screen time on the devices of your kids. So what you have to do is create an account, a Google account for your kid, and use that Google account to set up the device. And it works if your kid has got an Android device. You put the right age of your kid into the Gmail account and Google will recognize that this account needs supervision and it will ask for a parent. You will have to sign up, then follow the process. It's fairly easy and you can install the family app link on your mobile phone, which will give you the access to as to what type of app your kid is installing on their smartphone. And you can also set up authentication, like they will need your permission to install an app on their device. You can also check out how much screen time they are using on their devices on particular apps. So these things are really useful in knowing what type of content your kid is consuming on their devices. And you can also set up times when the devices will be available to your kids, and once they are past that time or they are past that screen time, like 3 hours or 4 hours of screen time, their devices will automatically lock. Although you can give them bonus time like 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you want to, but you have the control that after a certain period of time their devices will be locked and they won't be able to use it. So Family Link, Google Family Link is a really useful app and it is easy to set up. I'll put the link of a tutorial in the description of this video. If you go through that, it will be fairly easy. Although it's fairly easy, you just have to install and go through the process. Now the third thing that I have been doing and it has been really helpful is to set up some ground rules, some house guidelines, like if everyone is dining together, you are not allowed to use a smartphone. Even parents are not allowed to use their smartphones. And the smartphone usage should not be the first thing in the morning, shouldn't be the last thing in the night either. So you can set up these type of rules in your household, and you will have to take part in that if you want to spare your kids from the addiction of smartphones and internet. The fourth and the last thing that I have been doing, and it has been really helpful, is providing my kids with smart speakers like Google Home Mini or Alexa, because these devices do not have screens. Some devices have got screens, but I won't recommend that you give them a device with screens. Rather give them simply a Alexa, Echo Dot or Google Home Mini. These are small enough devices. The smart speakers can be really helpful to your kids in answering some questions. So kids these days have a lot of questions, and these smart speakers can be really helpful for your kids to get an answer and not getting addicted to watching something, which they would eventually do if they have got a device with a screen. So smart speakers are really helpful for kids. So this was it in this video. I hope you find this useful, and if you're a parent, I am sure these things will help you a lot in controlling the screen time of your kids. You can find more videos on TechTipper channel. You can also read techtipper.com to make your tech life easy. You can subscribe to the channel for newer videos that will be coming on the channel. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care.